Hi everyone! Do you like vintage thrifting hauls, and styling your home? Well, welcome to my brand new channel, Vintagescapes Joy. My name is Tina Wiley. I'm a vintage addict, vintage reseller, and Vintagescape creator. I've done many years of thrifting, estate and garage sales, being a vendor at markets, and having a shop in a vintage mall. My brand is Vintagescapes. I couldn't use that name because just only 6 months ago someone had already taken it. So I'm using Vintagescapes Joy, which is the same name as my Etsy shop. And I'll leave a link to my Etsy shop down below. You can also find me on Instagram under Vintagescapesyyc. I'll leave a link for that below as well. From my experience styling in a vintage shop, I want to bring that experience to you so that you can create vintage scapes in your own home and spaces as we go thrifting together for vintage and unique items. So escape with me to find all the joys of thrifting, thrift hauls, and styling scapes for your own homes. What better way to start a new channel than to start with the Goodwill Grand Opening in my own hometown in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. So I arrived bright and early because you can see how excited I was in my shorts. I'll leave a link to that as well. But they delayed it by 1 day. So that was really disappointing because the next day I had a commitment in the morning, so I couldn't get there till noon. It was super crazy. I didn't get a very good video, but I did manage to put one together. It's a reel on my Instagram, and I'll put a link below so that you can see that video. Then I filmed the Goodwill Grand Opening Haul earlier, and that's what we're going to go to right now. And then after this, we'll come back to wrap up. Hi, it's Tina with Vintagescapes. I decided that I am going to go on YouTube and create a channel for you. I am going to be thrifting on it and doing thrift hauls, reselling, and creating Vintagescapes. That's my term for styling the things that I find. Now, some of it will be vintage and some of it will not, but I like a good mix. And but on the most part, I do focus on vintage items. I decided to do this because Instagram doesn't allow for longer videos, and I wanted to take the time to share with you my hauls, explain the items that I get, and show you the styling tips. As what better way to start my YouTube channel than with the grand opening of Goodwill here in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. In the northeast of Calgary, they opened a brand new Goodwill. I got a chance to go to the grand opening. There was lots of deals to be had. There was so many people there. The parking lot was super full, and everyone's shopping baskets and carts were completely full. So if I got items that may have been a little bit pricier, but I didn't have to be too concerned because they were constantly bringing new items onto the floor, and there was just so much stuff. I really think that they, for the grand openings, they bring in all their special stuff, so there's lots for everyone. I was able to secure a coupon that they were giving out. It was a scratch card, and then they would scratch it and then you would get a percentage off. So I'm going to give you the haul now of what I got that day. I wish I could have spent longer there, but it was really busy and very noisy. So I'm going to post a little video of me thrifting there, but it was fairly noisy, so we'll see how that video turns out. So to start off with, I went straight to the hard goods, and I went to look at the brass items, because everyone knows that brass is really in. I was hoping to find a lot of brass, but a lot of it had been picked over, and I was left with some of the pricier items. But I found this brass item. Does anyone know what it is? I had to look it up. It's actually a nautical ship wheel nutcracker. It would have come in handy for me at Christmas time because I had nuts but not a nutcracker. But I guess now I can, in January, eat my nuts using this nutcracker. This was a reasonable price. It was only $3.50. And for $5.50, I got this deer head hook. It's pretty nice. This is something I come across often. I was able to get a set of mid-century modern cranes. And I've sold these before for quite a bit of money. And unfortunately, I did have to pay up for these. They were $15.50 each, which is a little bit too pricey, really, but I was getting desperate to get some things. Plus, you never know what kind of scratch card discount I will get. Then I found this camel, brass camel, for $5.50. Whenever you find brass animals, it's a good idea to get them because they're hard to come by. Found this little bucket, brass bucket. I had to look it up, but it's actually an ash bucket. So for your fireplace, you can brush your ashes in this and then discard of your ashes that way. Pretty fancy. And I got this for $7.50. Will actually go well with my fireplace because I've got brass fireplace in poker and brush. Then I was able to find this copper colander or strainer for just $3.50. It's got, actually, the holes make the shape of a heart, and then it's got the porcelain ceramic handles. So I thought it was pretty nice. On to silverware. I am collecting silverware, especially candlesticks, because I want to make some groupings. So I picked up a number of them. Start with the tallest ones. And I will polish these up. These ones were made in England, and they were $3.50 each. Then a shorter set for $3.50 each as well. It's got a velvet on the bottom. It's kind of really worn out. It says Regal silver plate, electric plated zinc. So would have preferred brass, but this is okay still, especially when you're making sets. And then this set, again for $3.50 each. This is called from Elegance, silver plated zinc as well. Got this chalice, and it was $3.50. I'm gonna figure out a way to how to style this. Marble plate by Morton Parker from Canada. So EPNS, so electroplated nickel silver. And the numbers are 200 and then 81, which I have no idea what that means. But it's fairly heavy. I originally had gotten a set of these salad fork and spoon. And then I found this one, and it's packaged, and it's silver plate made in Italy. So I'm just going to open it up and see the condition of it. It looks nice to get something from Italy. Oh yeah, it looks very nice. Needs a little bit of polishing, of course. I got a bunch of silverware spoons. I couldn't believe it when I saw these. And I think at the tills, she was ringing it up at 50 cents per group. So this was a really good deal. You can see the pattern there. I think all of it is from the same pattern. So a set of smaller ones. And they were grouped in groups of 4. So let's see, I got 4 sets of 4, so that's 16 of the smaller spoons. 2 sets of 4 for the teaspoons. And then a set that has a different pattern for teaspoons. I actually don't go with one pattern for my teaspoons. I like an eclectic group of them and having all sorts of patterns. So this will be going into some of my stash as I'm starting to collect some silver. Then I got this silver frame for $4.50. And it's made in Mexico. It says EXRAN. Xran. Anyway, the back is wood. So really in good condition. I really like the design on it. And there's a little bird right there. Going on to the dishes. I found a Starbucks You Are Here collectible mug for Montreal. So this was $5.50. These mugs sell from $10 to $20. I'm also collecting this Asian ware. These were $1.50 each for these teacups. This is a very traditional pattern, which I believe they're not making anymore. So when I see them, I like to collect them. Also found for $2.50 each, 2 of these smaller oval plates, serving plates. And I found this cute little cloche for $3.50. It's got the bottom like this. And I'll have fun styling with this, I know. Then I was able to buy a set of these beautiful chickadee glasses. My daughter really loved these glasses that I had previously bought, and I was going to keep it for myself, but since she loved it, I gifted it to her one Christmas, and I was so happy that that good karma of giving it away came back to me, because I was able to find a full set of 6 of these. For each glass was $1.50 each. So now I have a set of my own. Yes, I found these 2 canoe salt and pepper shakers. I had to get them because our family is really big into canoeing, and it's just fun to have. We actually have red canoe and green canoe. So it was a bit chipped, but I plan to try to touch that up. It was only $2.50 for the both of them. So very cute. For $3.50, I bought this bottle stopper because I believe I have a bottle that does not have a stopper. So hopefully this will fit it. I went to the pottery aisle and I found this stoneware jug. Isn't it beautiful? Studio pottery. Has a lid, not chipped at all, and it's signed. And I only got this for $7.50. Just gorgeous. For $7.50 as well, I was able to find this Arnell's mushroom canister. So I didn't see until later, after I took off the tape, that there are a few chipped places. One right there, and then a few on the lid. Where were they again? Oh yes, right here. So, but I found if I just turn it around, you don't see the chips at all, since it's got the mushrooms on both sides. For some fun things, I was able to find these highly collectible kokeshi dolls. Got one in red and one in black. And they were only $2.50 each. So really super cute. And let me see, let me take off the price tag. It looks like, yes, it's signed on the bottom. These are my very first kokeshi dolls, so I'm not sure if I'm going to start collecting them or have them for resale. It's hard to decide because they are extremely cute, and I do really like all the different dolls that are available. So maybe I'll keep them for a while and see if I end up collecting more. I picked up this plant for $3.50, the lavender plant. I thought it looked pretty realistic, and I'll be using this for styling. And then, very heavy, but worth it, I found these two bookends made out of stone. So, I don't know if this is marble or some type of stone. They were $4.50 each. I think it didn't register for people because it was actually holding some books. But I thought, oh, well, I'm going to just take the books out and get this beautiful set of bookends. Talking about stone as well, I was able to find this beautiful tray made out of stone, and I believe it's quartz. It's got those shiny speckles. Yeah, really beautiful. It's got felted pads. I mean, this is not vintage, but it is made in India. But again, I'll be using this to style on or to put up against my tile on my kitchen backsplash. So it's just gorgeous, gorgeous piece of stone. It's got the leather tie. I was able to find, again, for styling, this little basket. A little smaller than I would like, but I've got a larger size one, so when I'm styling with just a few things, this will come in handy. I tried to find some bigger trays. I mean, the quartz one was the biggest one that I found, but I will be thrifting and on the lookout for some bigger trays. One last item that I was able to get was this really nice cast iron lantern for my garden. Love setting these out in my garden, or I can use it on my deck. I was really happy with this purchase, and it was $10.50. I love the color of this. I love the design on it. It's got the trees and a bird. It's got that very patina that is just really nice. For fun, I got the for $1.50, I got these drumsticks by Rock Band, and I thought it would just be fun for my grandson to play with. Also for my grandson, who is crazy about Thomas the Train, I got this fun kit for him, still in its package for $3.50. It's got activity books, crayons, sticker sheets, and punch out characters. So he's gonna love that. Okay, have I missed anything? Okay, that's it for the hard goods. And then, oh no, there was one more thing. I picked up this, since it's been Christmas and we were doing puzzles, I picked up this puzzle, but it's not just a puzzle. It's called Accidentally Wes Anderson. It says, assemble a gallery of 30 picture-perfect places touching every continent from the comfort of your couch, kitchen counter, or nearest ferry boat terminal. I guess there's different locations, and then you can find out information about the different locations. So that should be fun. Although it's 1,000 pieces, and we started doing 750 pieces because it was just easier to get done before everyone had to go home. Maybe I'll work on that one myself. We'll see how much time I have. Maybe not much time since I'm doing these videos. Okay, and then lastly, I went and looked at the tablecloths since I recently just got a new teak table. I wanted to get some new tablecloths that would fit it. It's a brown tablecloth that when I have company over, there's leaves in it, and then it becomes an oval table. So I was able to find this tablecloth, and I really like it because of the greenery and the colors really match my house. So this darker green, almost bluey, is the color of my kitchen backsplash. And then I went and looked for some clothes because there was rows and rows of clothes. The largest sample of clothing I've seen in a Goodwill. For $9, I got this blouse. Kind of tunic styled with the tie gathering. And then I got this dress. It is the cutest because it's got these cute animals. Aren't they cute? Oh, I love it. I'm really into forest animals. So these are adorable. It's kind of a very pale, but not pastel, more rosy pink. So I don't know if you can tell the color from the camera. My lighting is not very good because I waited too long and it's dark out now, so I have to use this artificial lighting. Here, I'll try to bring it up closer. Aren't the animals adorable? I especially like the fox. Very mid-century mod. I was able to find this little cute little dress with mushrooms. See all the mushrooms? It's a little sleeveless dress. Oh, there you go. You can see that big mushroom there. The little collar and button up at the front. And a tiny little pocket. I will probably wear this one when I do my mid-century modern market in the spring. So I was really glad it fit me. Then I found this top by Kismet. Just a cute normal top. I should tell you the prices of each of those. Okay, for the dress, it was $10.50. For the mid-century modern dress, it was $10.50 as well. For the top, it was $8. And then I found this beautiful shirt, blouse by Ralph Lauren, still with the tags, for $8. Just gorgeous. So there's lots to be had at this Goodwill. I haven't had a chance to go back yet. I heard that they had a huge Boxing Day sale of 50% off. I didn't know that was happening, or else I would have gone. So next year, I'd like to have a chance to go back and see what else they brought. It really was amazing. This Goodwill with the grand opening looked like a department store with everything that they had, and it was just all great quality, and the staff were really helpful, and it was just all around fun, and people were filling their carts up, and it was a lot of fun. And there, as you see, there was lots available for me to pick up. And I find that's the case for whenever you go thrifting. It's a matter of personal taste and what you're looking for. So usually there's something for everyone. So I encourage you to go out thrifting as well. And especially if you have a location where they're doing a grand opening, it is well worth your time. I almost forgot to tell you that at Till, with the scratch card, I had 5% off, which was probably the lowest one, but there's always hope that you would get the 50% off one. I did also get a coupon for 10% off. Should have used it this time, but you never know, right? But I'll be able to use that coupon next time. It's always fun when you have a coupon. So my grand total for that grand opening for Goodwill was $234.15. I spent quite a bit, but again, I only got there at noon, so didn't get the best deals. But it was a lot of fun. If you stayed with me right to the end, thank you very much. A few of my items are already in my Etsy shop, so you can go ahead and take a look there. If you liked what you saw, please consider to like this episode and subscribe to my new channel. It would go a long ways to helping me. I can't wait to be with you in my next video. So for now, bye.